I am your host, Kenya Brown, and thank you so much for tuning into the Pure Feeling podcast. And today we're talking about a whole bunch of stuff. So I hope you're locked in. I'm going to be painting, nothing too crazy. And I'm going to talk about a couple topics. And the first one is going to be basically, since I'm painting, what my vision is for my next art project. So I'm super excited. This has nothing to do with commission work, but only something I kind of came up with by myself. And it's my relationship with my phone. That's like the series title, but it's going to be taken along 3 different types of ways. So I'm going to have smaller canvases, medium canvases, and large canvases. And on the smaller canvases, I have it where it's going to be the perspective of the phone looking at me or perceiving me. So it's going to be like a tight look of the face, like very much emotion in the eyes, seeing the phone in the eyeballs. I'm kind of excited about it. I've never done such a realism face, I don't think, but I'm excited about that. The next one is going to be place. And with that one's going to be the perspective of my experience with my phone. So say for instance, and mind you, these are according to color. So let's just say as it pertains to face, my relationship with my phone whenever I'm feeling blue is definitely I'm going to paint like me being in bed or someone in bed. I think I'm going to be my own muse, which is like kind of crazy because usually at times I'm not my own muse. But for this series, it's called My Relationship with My Phone. So the fact that I'm going to be painting myself, it's kind of a little nerve-wracking. I can't even hold you. But that's what I'm going to be doing nevertheless. So for the color blue, I'm going to be in my bed with my covers over my head. And I'm going to be on my phone, just doom scrolling, you know what I'm saying? And however I'm going to make that look like. But the thing is this, with these paintings, the color of the emotion I feel is going to be the color palette that I use for the entire painting. So it's going to be monochrome for each painting. So orange is going to be different orange colors, yellow colors, and so on and so forth. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to incorporate the color pink and black and white, because so far I just have the primary and secondary colors. The primaries, we know primary and secondary: red, yellow, blue, and then orange, purple, green. But we're gonna see. But that's as it is pertaining to like faces and stuff. I think it's gonna be a series of my face, which is gonna be so interesting. Anyhow, but place perspective of my experience with my phone. So this is giving like for the color yellow. The other day oh my god, overall I just been so in freaking life, which is something I'm gonna be touching on literally later, but I guess this is coming up now. This is the perfect time. But recently I've been just in my life so much to the point where I'm creating intentionally. The other day I went out on my porch and started roller skating. I dug up my roller skates from the freaking garage and I literally roller skated, and I was on my porch. It literally was maybe all of 8 feet long, and 8 to 10 feet long, and I was skating back and forth to just get acquainted with the skates. But I remember looking up and thinking, oh my gosh, I am so into life right now. I am so into life. So I feel like it'll be a perfect representation of yellow for more than one reason, because when it comes to the emotion with my phone, it's like I love the fact that my music, I have my music with my phone. I could take pictures or record or call somebody. My shit on my phone is not necessarily non-existent, but you know what I'm saying, it's not in the forefront. What's in the forefront is the fact that the phone is like an additive to the real life that I'm already living. So the fact that I want to paint me in a scene of me skating on my front porch, trying to come off as the amateur that I am. But you see the front of my house, you see the columns, you see the bushes, me in a yellow, everything's going to be yellow, but me in a plaid button-down shirt, some jeans, and my white roller skates, or my bright yellow roller skates. I think it's going to be so cool. But that's an example of the place. That's on the secondly bigger canvas. But on the third bigger canvas is going to be space. So this one makes me the most nervous, because it has to do with perspective. Now, an artist that I've seen do a whole bunch of perspective painting, her name is Monica Hernandez, and she paints herself as the muse in like geometrical different angled spaces. I feel like it's like super skilled, and I've never done anything like that, so I'm kind of nervous, but I want to do it because it's coming from the perspective of the phone perceiving me. So say for instance for the color green, and I'm not sure with these ones if I'm going to continue the concept of monocolor, but I think I want to. I think it'd be so cool. But like say the color green, I wanted to have the perspective of the phone and like the windowsill of my kitchen, and then me in the backyard planting or gardening or tending to something, and it's watching me be in my life, because you know green, you're happy, my phone's out the way, and it's kind of like it's weird because it's giving the phone some type of emotion. It's like a relationship where it's like, okay, this is her space, you know. And I haven't really solidified it for other colors, but this is what I got so far. But this has been my newest project that I'm working on. That's why you guys see me doing so many paintings with just straight up colors and stuff, because that's my new project. But the reason why I even came up with this is because I've been practicing the art of like sitting still and just letting things flow and happen. And in that, I learned a lot about myself, about the fact that before I didn't even know myself, and I had been like decorating the delay, as somebody had called it, which is crazy. Like, are you being active in your life, or are you just decorating the delay? And I feel like I have been decorating the delay. I don't feel like I know I have, and that's just something I just did not want to do. Like, I am so much better than that. And then another thing that I found out myself is that I have a hard time making choices that pertains to me. Like, people pleasing has been very much embedded inside of my mind, body, soul, and in everything that I do. And I didn't even realize that. And I've watched so many videos that talk about the fact that people pleasing is so self-centered, it's so selfish, and it's hateful to an extent. And you're not supposed to be doing that. So I've been practicing that. My good friend has been keeping me very accountable when it comes to that. So I love that and appreciate her for that so much too. And with the sitting still, I have gotten back into creating with intention. Like, I've always focused so much on social media, but now I'm focusing on the art so that I have something to bring to social media. Before, it's like, I don't know what to create, but it's hard to create when you have nothing being creative in your life. So they kind of go hand in hand. So if you have no idea what to create, but you're not being a creative, that's what you're missing, the actual creation of the thing, you know. Not even as far as like even the prep work, but even the prep work, writing the script, whatever the heck. But if you're an artist, definitely you need to be creating art to create the art of whatever. Like, create the art, then document whenever you can. But yeah, I've been into creating art intentionally. I've been getting back into cooking, which also goes hand in hand with my fitness page, which will go hand in hand with my YouTube page in the future. I'm planting now. Well, I'm getting more into and keeping my plants alive. Like, I used to kill my plants all the time, but my plants are thriving so much so that they grow so much that I had to split them apart. I have a little pathos plants, the ones that like they hang down so far. Oh my gosh, I eat them up a lot for dinner. But I have those. I literally just put in my windowsill a starter for like lentils. I'm soaking them for 24 hours and I'm going to create lentil greens. Y'all, I'm so excited for those things in the windowsill. So they got to soak for 24 hours, and then for like 4 days you got to cover them with like a wet paper towel and change out the water every day. But in a week you'll have lentil greens, and lentils have so much protein, and it's a green, so you can make like a little salad out of it. I'm just so excited, like, oh my god, yes. So yes, that and listening to music. And in this little segment, I do want to tell you guys some of the albums I have been listening to for like the last 6 months, but also like recently. I know I'm missing some like people, but these are like the ones I have been like really listening to. Outside of making my own music, of course, but Ray, of course, right? This Music Might Contain Hope, brilliant album. That one and her old music, super good. Halle Bailey, Love or Something Like It. Yo, I don't even have the album names written down, But some of these albums are like very impactful that I kind of just remember them. This artist named Destin Conrad is like a jazz artist. Yeah, when it comes to like music that has like an actual band in the back, like, and it's super jazzy and smooth, like I love it so bad. This artist I found literally yesterday. Her name is Remy Wolf. I ain't never heard of her, y'all. Her music is so upbeat, and I'm gonna touch back to her like literally last. But Jill Scott, Sasha Keeble, Jill Scott, especially her newest album. I think it was not To Whom This May Concern. Is this To Whom This May Concern? To Whom This May Concern. Sasha Keeble, her like Why song, and it's her new album called Tai Chi, or that's the single. But anyhow, all her music, I've been listening to her for 6 months. Olivia Rodrigo, because Soft Girl Life, it's been getting me there. I love a lot of British artists these days, including Sasha Keeble is British. Ray is British. Olivia Rodrigo is British, absolutely, which is Ray's sister. She's British. Elamine, he's British too. Love his music as well. I took a picture with my lights on. How stupid without you. He's so good. Like, it's so R&B, like for real R&B. Also, Alex Isley. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so good. If I can't, which I should, I'm gonna like put links or whatever to like their albums, because you guys need to look at these albums. I listen with YouTube Music, so y'all let me know. But I might just put like their names and their album names or whatever, and I just links to them, because you never know who you're listening to. But when I tell you get into it, flow. I've been bringing it back around flow. We love a good flow. The AAA album, or no, Lock Control, Unloaded, something, Unlocked, Flow Unlocked, whatever the heck, the one with the red. Love that one. Ashley Own, Terracotta Walls is how I found her. And her music is just so timely. It makes me want to it helps me, and it really does help me like tap into the softness that it's like dancing and being more connected with like my feminine divine energy. And it's really makes me want to go back into dancing and posting about dancing again, because I am a good dancer. I love contemporary more than anything. I want to get into heels dance. Just like I said, getting into life and finding ways to create without finding ways, just creating from what I'm already doing. So I'm excited about that. And recently I have been listening to Michael Jackson. One day I just listened to his song. So I've never like intentionally listened to Michael Jackson, which is so crazy. But y'all, his song spoke to me so much one day. And after watching the Michael Jackson movie, I feel so inspired to become, like, I've been watching a whole bunch of greats. Like I saw the Doechii concert, I saw Ray in concert, I saw Madison Ryan Ward in concert, and watching movies like Get Up and seeing who did Chadwick Boseman play? Rick James, and then seeing the Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson. Y'all, I feel inspired, just completely inspired. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is my music. I have probably 3 minutes left to really tackle this, but I have been creating some more music. I have an album called The Lily of the Valley coming out. It's going to be CD1 and CD2, but it might have 3 CDs. I can't even hold you, or if I'm going to be the whole thing. But anyhow, after listening to Remy Wolf, I realized I haven't gotten into my bag of pop music. I make really good pop music, and just like my wardrobe, I've been feeling like I want to just scratch everything and start creating as the woman that I am, but also trying to be. It's like when you're trying to be something, but you also are becoming that person. Not like you're putting it off, but you're actively doing it. Like you want to be a clown, but you're dressed as a clown. You know what I'm saying? And I think I want to just literally take my wardrobe, whatever I don't like, I'm really going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace or whatever the heck. It's not have the police over it, whatnot, whatever. Do it like that, and then use the money for a purpose to get some things to actually feel like me. Invest in getting sew-ins or whatever. Invest in the nails. Invest in the eye. Whatever it takes to be me. It's like Kenya Brown, Raul Delane, Kenya the artist, the fitness person. I want to invest in that. So, but yeah, I want to create more upbeat music. I want my style to fit who I am. The me that's no longer depressed, but me that is excited about life, eccentric, and all of the things. Like, I want it to fit me. I feel like I have so much black clothes and bland stuff and stuff that's kind of like throwaway pieces. Like, I want to invest in like stuff that feels like me. So I'm going to be doing that, including like accessories and more shoes, but like not thrifting as much, but like actually invested in really nice pieces. But yeah. All this is to cater to the new me and not like the me that's like been traumatized and hurt. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to like talk to you guys about as far as like this podcast goes. I'm excited to be back and talking to you guys and really putting out content that feels easy and authentic. Sometimes just sitting down talking into like the camera feels very intimidating, but I'm getting better at it. So I thank y'all so much for that. I thank you for like always being with me, sitting with me, listening to me, all the things. I hope I don't get too much on y'all nerves. I don't want to see me. It just took me a lot of time to figure out who I was and that I belonged. And I owe that so much to like my friends and my community that is like literally around me. So yeah, when you see this, please comment. If you know these artists, comment if you like the concept, the art concept. Comment if you feel like the same thing, like, oh my god, I'm trying to get my new life too, and I guess it's time to start now, because it is. But like, comment on how you feel about everything, and so we can just bond on this together as the girls, as creatives, period. Just trying to put our art in the world and sustain ourselves from art. So I hope this enticed pure feelings and emotions and self-starting and inspiration from you, that you can go out and be the best self. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning into the Pure Feeling Podcast. Until next time, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. See you later. Peace.